to throw on 4th and 18. He's given time. He wants Jefferson. Comes the ladder. Oh my goodness! Justin Jefferson the catch of his life.
Good evening, everybody. How you doing? It's your boy, Coach Lee. Happy Monday to you. Hope you had a great weekend. I know I did. But welcome to the Play Call Sheet, where we talk everything football from over the weekend. Let's get you involved up in here first of all, because we're back at it like we're mad at it. Let's get the crew up in here, coming right off the top, looking like he's ready to go do some damage on a punching bag, speed bag, the heavy bag, all that good stuff. Let's get my fellow cowboy brother up in here, Meta Wad.
Whoa. What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope everybody's getting their week started great and in fashion. You know what I'm saying? Grind. It's the holiday season. Enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? And the year is hitting up, man. But hope you good, Coach, man. Thanks for having me on.
Always and forever, like the heat waves.
All day. But before we continue on, man, triangle offense, you don't got to be football related, man, to have a triangle. Y'all going to find out soon. Somebody's going to make a triangle offense on the football field. But we're going to create it first, STWF style. Like, share, subscribe. Bringing this man in. My man, Chili Will in the building. What's the word?
What it look like?
What's the word?
What's the damn deal?
I'm cooling, man. You Cowboys fans in here, fresh off a bye week.
Yeah.
Fresh off a bye week. Absolutely. It was a bye week. I did not watch the game yesterday. Did not pay attention to the game yesterday. I said the Dallas Cowboys better handle business, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, they beat them like they stole something.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was expected.
Yeah, they're not good.
You know, I was listening. Is my volume cool?
Yep, volume good.
All right, cool. I was listening on a local radio station today, and they were saying that it's been 4 games. Well, in the last 4 games, the Giants haven't had a sack against Dallas. That's futility.
Clean jerseys.
Is Dabo gonna get fired this year?
No, Dabo won't get fired. I think their options are to kind of, I guess, be in the scene for a QB. They should know right now that they wasted cash on Daniel Jones. I mean,
that means the GM gotta go.
That means the GM gotta go. Absolutely.
That's what that means.
At some point, this move
gotta go.
Move's bad, man. Overall, the Giants stink. I don't think Dabo will be at fault for it. He didn't have no say-so with signing this man to $100-something million at all. Right. If it was his choice, let that motherfucker go.
Yeah, man.
It's pretty bad.
He turned water into wine last year. He couldn't do that shit again, and he's not good. Like,
nah. Danny Dimes should be changed to Danny Pennies.
And also, because that's what they gave him to work with. If we're gonna be honest, like, there's no one around him but Barkley. So it's a combination of him not being great. See, this is what keeps happening in his league. It's weird. Guys who aren't good like Mac, who aren't that good like Mac and Jones, you got to give them everything if you want them to be even kind of successful. But the opposite is happening.
They're giving him the bare minimum.
They're giving him nothing. They're like, all right, well, he sucks, so we're just gonna suck then, I guess. I don't understand this mindset, but it's running rampant through the league.
I do blame the Giants for not getting him legitimate receiving options. They did try with Waller, but thus far he's just been an injury bust.
But that's kind of what the story was with him, though. It was, remember, he drafted
got
by
the money.
I think drafted by the Ravens, had the drug problem, beat that, salute. That's not hard, that's not easy to do. Beat that, got into the league, started balling with the Raiders, and then gets paid, and now what?
Yeah.
But the guy started getting hurt already before they signed him. He was already starting to get hurt. So it wasn't like this was a shocker that he got hurt with him.
That's true. That's true.
You got to figure that out. So,
well, that's a good way for a first segment for the night. Talking about shockers, man. There's a lot of games this week that went down to the wire. I believe it was 5 games. They ended with the game-winning field goal, the most in one day.
Yeah.
So,
that was fun.
How do you feel about the importance of kickers in this scenario?
Definitely important to kickers in these type of situations are great. You know what I'm saying? We see that the kickoffs most of the time touchbacks, 25. But the field goal kickers still have some value in the league. The last few years, I felt like there was field goal kickers missing left and right. It was just crazy. I feel like it's this season been kind of decent. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like no crazy misses. Might have seen a few yesterday. But in all, they place it, and when the money's on the line, the game's on the line, they got to be ready. They got to be ready to hit that. You got ready to hit that field goal to win that game, man.
I'm not ready to up the value of a kicker, but
Really?
Nah. Look, they are what they are. What I'm saying is I already had a decent amount of respect for kickers, like not an overwhelming amount that I don't think they deserve or need. But yeah, it's good to have a good one. But also, of those 5 games that were won by a kicker, almost 4 of them, I'm pretty sure, you could have just won the game. They had opportunities to just win the game.
And that's another question. That speaks another pedigree to the NFL and their teams and the competitiveness of the league. Where it's like people, Pittsburgh, your old school Pittsburghs, maybe Tom Brady's. Mm-hmm. I know my gunslinger Romo would have went for the win. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, you got all the strategy that goes into it, and it's smart to be that way. And like the Lions, for instance, yesterday, they could have won the game. Yeah. But hey, we're gonna get this completion. We're just gonna chill out. We believe in our kickers, and that's one thing. To believe in your kicker. There's a lot of teams in the league that don't believe in their kickers. Nor should they. Yeah, absolutely.
Just say, look, we not here for the bullshit. Also, I think this week will get painted as a lot of close games. This parity. No, what I saw yesterday was a bunch of teams who didn't want to win, like teams out there trying their all. The Ravens gave it their all to lose that game, and they succeeded.
That's true.
How are you up by that much? And you have a running team. That should be game over. And not only do you have a running team, you actually got some things done in the passing game in this game. Y'all still lost, man.
No, in the passing, yeah, absolutely. That game, yeah, the Ravens shouldn't have blown that game, absolutely, but we've seen it before this season. We've seen it more than once this season. Some of us predicted that the game would be closer, and it was a close game. You know what I'm saying? And the defense did what they had to do on the Brown side at the end of the day. You don't lose games like that, though. Definitely. When you have a chance to go up 2-3 games in the division, of a tough division, now you're just giving everybody hope. And you go on a Thursday against the Bengals, and that's going to be a great one as well. That's going to be crazy.
They let Cosby come back on them. It's not a good look.
Nah.
Did you say Cosby?
Cosby looked respectable yesterday. Cosby, for the first time.
At times.
He looked respectable yesterday. No, but that's all he has to do in these games. It's the come
Because
to show up.
The D's so good. The
haters
so
will
good.
be looking for you to have a 300, 400 yard game. You're not gonna have that.
You don't need
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not realistic. Right.
Play conservative. Play to the
Weapons
offense.
to do it though. They got the weapons to do it. Also,
Do you really?
You got Cooper. You got Elijah Moore. You got Njoku. Another thing I was gonna say, it might be a little controversial because I love the player, but are we gonna have a little conversation about how maybe Chubb maybe a little overrated? Because whoever they throw back there, they start to look like the old school Broncos where whoever they just throw out there, they gonna get you numbers. Because Ford's out there doing
I'm ready to
work.
sign off on that.
I know it's risky. It's risky. I understand, but and also I'm on the Chubb is the best pure back in the league.
Right.
I think in this case, Will, you have a 50-50 jointed point spread on you. You're 50-50. Now, you have to shout out that offensive line though.
It's nice.
You can have another running back going in and go plug in and go do not what Chubb was doing, but basically it doesn't look like you lost anything over there.
Not in the run game, it don't.
Shout out to offensive line, man.
Yeah, the offensive line, get him the flowers. I mean, Ford's out.
You deal with the star running back being hurt. You deal with the star QB going through massage therapy.
Give Ford his flowers too, because Ford's out there.
No, shout out to Ford. No, absolutely shout out to him.
Yeah. Just a funny little thing I thought we could talk about.
I like that. Nah, that was absolutely, hey.
We were talking shot.
That might be
sometimes, man.
We know the injury that he had, man. Some people was like, hey, he'll get back from it. But hey, you got to start thinking, man. Thinking the other way about future and the players that you have. So,
well, at that age, and it's the same.
He's 30, right?
Yeah. I think he's hitting that running back wall, and it's not like he got tread on them tires from college. He got tread on them tires from the league. They've been running him into the ground the whole time, and he gets hit real bad in the same knee the same way. So you got to expect. I expect the man to come back just because the actual injury ended up not even being all that crazy. If you saw what it ended up being, like he didn't tear everything up in the knee. It was just I think he tore the one ligament, maybe two. I don't know. Far be it for me to say it's not that bad. I'm walking on two legs with no injury like that. But I don't think his career's over, but the peak of what he was, that's going to be behind.
Yeah, I think that's behind.
It's going to be behind.
Once you get a running back to start having those injuries in the lower extremities, kind of nullifies their effectiveness, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Tony Pollard. I don't think he's back from what happened to him at the end of the season last year.
Absolutely not bad. I feel like you got rushed back.
Hey, our guy Dowdle, though.
Yeah.
He had some plays. It's the Giants, but he has some plays. And I think they got to just keep building. I don't know why. Was he hurt at some point? Why is he not playing every down until third down? And then
the crazy thing is?
Because they franchised Tony and figured they got to give him the money. They cut Zeke in favor for Tony. Jerry's got to prove himself.
My man, he be shooting
at the expense of success.
Maybe Dallas is playing the game right now. Conspiracy moment with Tuquan. Maybe they're playing. We're not going to really play these backs like that because what happens when a back continues to play and then has success?
You got to pay him.
Somebody that's new, and that too. But then you get tape. You get tape with these plays. So maybe Dallas right now is like, okay, we're decent enough to hang around and try to get a playoff spot.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we let this gauntlet of talent that we have don't go crazy until maybe before the playoffs start. Something like that. I don't know.
Not playing them. No, that I don't even think that's full conspiracy. That has legs. That's the same point that I made with the Lions and Gibbs when I was saying, because remember people were like, yo, why aren't they using them? And I'm like, why do they need to? Right. Yet? They don't need to overuse him yet. They run in the back that is not going to be around for a while. They're running him into the ground, but he's doing work. And then they throw him in. Now, the last 2 weeks, Gibbs going off, and they can't do nothing about it. They ain't got enough tape yet. So I like that point, honestly.
Two dropping them nuggets, and Will sign.
Hey, man, that's what they say. Yes, sir. We showed down too much. You know what I'm saying? A little bit too much in the blowout. I understand it's a blowout, but hey.
Yeah.
He runs hard, though. I definitely give him that.
At one point, they should have everybody off the field. And if you're a starter, get out. Because, we don't need to get no one hurt. We don't need none of that. Just, Who we got up in here? I blame Coach Lee and the Bengals, so we already know who this is.
Nah, you blame wifey. You blame his wifey.
Dallas.
You blame her for your loss, Chris.
Dallas
he put the curse on you, Chris.
Backup, I guess.
On behalf of Coach, he put the curse on you, Chris. Good job.
She saw the end of the game. When I came home from my tailgate last night, I asked her how the Texans did. And kind of give me a little shimmy a little bit.
Come in there like Antoine Walker, like. Oh, I forgot.
Oh, boy.
Y'all had Antoine for a little while. Dallas, right? Was he still shimmying then?
Yeah,
No.
he was.
Oh, he's still doing the shimmy? Yeah. See,
what kind of shimmy he was doing?
1, 2. Well, we had him and Jameson at one point.
Antoine Jameson, right?
Yeah, we had both of them.
What y'all had a program for where power forwards go to die?
Yeah, pretty much. But we gonna say that for Wednesday. Next, Luggage Will must be a Denver fan. Now he's Celtics
He's a
fan.
Boston Celtic fan.
I think it's pretty
Through and through.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We already had Celtics talk before we came on here too.
Yeah. Hey, who roll up? Why would I wear a Patriots hat knowing what they have been putting on tape? Like, unless I was a real fan.
So
gotta be stupid.
So I like this topic. Shout out to the guy that picked this topic. He was on it today. Week 10 overreactions.
Overreactions. Hey guys,
we'll set it off by talking about Chubb might be overrated.
You know I get the ball rolling.
So, tell us about this, man. What you thinking?
About the Chubb mention or just the overreaction in general?
No, overreaction in general.
For the
Is there such thing as an overreaction, or do you think at some point the overreaction turned into just what the situation is?
Yeah, and around this time here, we're in week 10, the overreaction starts to get believable as you see it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're doing stuff here in week 10, I feel that we have to overreact about, maybe somewhat true. The only except I would give is probably maybe the teams that might be in the 1-2 seed in conferences. But it doesn't look like right now those are any guarantee locks, man. That's what we talked about earlier, parity, man. Is that an overreaction to say that, first off, there's a lot of parity in the NFL? Like, you got the Texans playing at a great competitive nation, but we mentioned that last year there were a lot of teams last year competing and just playing competitive. This year, I feel like I see a lot more of it. You know what I'm saying? You might see some teams get slapped up and all that. It's the nature of football. Teams going to lose. Teams going to win. Teams going to be in that one spot for a draft pick, vice versa. So,
what up, Bree?
I just feel like the overreaction. What's going on, Bree? Yes, indeed. So I think the overreaction starts to become believable as you go down the stretch.
So that's actually one of the overreactions for this week, that the Texans are going to win the AFC South. They have it classified as an overreaction versus a reality.
Who else would you say is like, I don't know, they seem like they got a good chance as anybody in that division.
They seem like right now, unless the referees have a thing for the Jaguars right now, we see the Texans on top of that division. We seen the Jaguars yesterday, and they look horrendous. Coming out of, I think that was a bye, right?
Yeah, it was out of a bye.
I mean, the team that they played had a bye and lost 3 straight. So I guess you kind of can predict that. But like we said the other day, I said it last week, they cannot come out in this game and get blown out. Because this is a Jags team that were like, okay, maybe they hit the next step. They haven't hit the next step yet at all.
So if you remove their records, just take their records away. Let's just look at the teams and how they've been playing football. Texans are giving us the performance that we thought we were going to get from the Jaguars.
Yes.
They're taking a step. They're taking a step forward. They're winning the close games. I look, if you got love or putting the Texans in anywhere in terms of winning that, I got no problem with it. Would I bet on it? Yeah, maybe, because they're not even the favorite. So, yeah, I'm not even mad.
And they're getting healthy. They're getting healthy, too.
Exactly.
And that's the thing right there about the Texans. They're getting healthy. My thing about the Jaguars is I don't think they're letting sunshine really hold the reins. Like, really. Like, I think it's still like coaches holding them back, coaches holding shit back, whatever the case is. You at this position now where you got to let shit fly. And that's no disrespect to Trevor, but you got to kind of let him just go through the gauntlet. He's been through the first year where he was hurt. Second year, you let him do his thing. You got to kind of have that. And you added Calvin Ridley. Why you add him if you're not going to let this man go to work? You know what I'm saying? It kind of bothered me.
So I don't know how much they're holding him back. What I will say is too, something's missing. Something's wrong, right? Like, why? They should be better than this. They look solid at times, but the other times they look not good. Like this weekend that's a bad look to come out of a bye and play like that. That's not a good look. So with that said, I don't know what they are, which is a problem because we thought we did at the beginning of the season.
Yes, absolutely.
Like we thought we were going to get the team that played last year, regardless of how they started, how they finished, and then plus Ridley. That was our mindset coming into the season. And I don't really know. I don't know how it's not playing out that way. So they got some things to figure out. I also don't know. I mean, the coaching's okay, but something got to give there. I don't know what it is.
I like what going back to the original question, I like what Houston's doing in the aspects of they've taken on the identity of the first year coach. To be honest, I hate. Say again. Yeah,
very much like Salah with the Jets early on.
Yeah, and and ironic thing, that you mentioned that's who replaced Salah after he got his head coaching gig. So they definitely have something there from a defensive perspective, but I think Ryan's is set up better than Salah because he's got a young stud at quarterback.
That's the thing. Salah was supposed to, but Zach flopped. So he got what Salah wanted to get, and he actually got the real thing. And I just want to know how close to the edge of the bridge the GM for the Bears.
But the crazy thing about it is Salah came in after Zach's first year, correct?
Yes.
Salah came after Zach Wilson's first year,
right?
Oh. No, I thought
you thought it came in together.
They didn't come in together.
Maybe not. Yeah, I could be wrong.
No, and that's the thing right there. Salah basically was like, and that sucks too because now you're coming in here, you change the defensive side. You did that,
right?
The gift for you was Aaron Rodgers, and unfortunately, that gift was unwrapped, and then wrapped again, and it wants to be unwrapped. But I don't think the Jets are going to hold themselves this season for him to even come back. So, the Texans got that guy. A guy that we mentioned with Terry Lawrence is going down the field. They trust their QB. They trust the people that they have around them. And this is a Texas team that we spoke about. They can compete, but we were speaking to them about being probably one of the bottom teams. So,
no, they came the same year. Unless I'm reading it wrong. He got drafted in 2021.
Yeah, they did come in together.
Yeah, okay. They came together. So,
All right, so my mistake on that. Yeah, so Salah.
I just wanted to make sure.
Solid. Yes, that sucks for him. Like I said, I don't think he had any. I mean, he's the coach, so he should. But I don't think he had any pressed on the keys with drafting Zach Wilson at all. It doesn't even look like it.
I feel like it's easy for us to judge the situation because of how bad he looks. But Zach was supposed to be good. Like he had all.
If you've taken the second overall pick, you're supposed to be good.
Oh shit! If you're taking out the first overall pick, you're supposed to be good too. But it doesn't always happen that way. So I agree. I think they thought they were getting something else, and it didn't work out. Yeah, it's a fascinating situation.
Another overreaction on reality. Colts are playoff contenders in the AFC. They have it down as a reality.
See, that's crazy to have that one as a reality, but to have the Texans as
because I think the Texans would get a wild card before the Colts would.
Yeah. Also, I like some of the things the Colts are doing, but the Colts just struggle with what I view as the worst team in the league. In my Patriots, I think we're the worst team. Oh well, I think we're
Nah.
we're
I'm
right
gonna give him the flack because he's coming into his first year as a coach. So that playing one of the wackest teams in the league, it's still Bill Belichick. He still puts fears in your heart.
Yeah.
You see how the game went yesterday? It was 10-6. So will they make the playoffs?
Super Bowl
I don't think so. I mean, and just because of that reason, what we've seen in the game against the Patriots, you know what I'm saying, do what their team is. Minshew, I just think he gambles a lot. It's a lot of gambling. And, hey, you can gamble your season because this is what kind of the coach are doing now since Anthony Richardson's gone. You're gambling. And you're gambling and you're winning some high stack cards right now. You're winning some decks. You know, obviously, you got money in the bank right now. That money in the bank, you better cash out now, Indy, if I'm you. Cash out because you're going to lose all your money and you're not going to get a playoff spot. I don't think they get a playoff spot.
Yeah, they need to lose. They need to tank for Marvin. Yeah, it's some interesting things going on. Patriots only got 2 wins. The Cardinals messed up and put Kyler in and got a win.
Yeah,
crazy.
And they're gonna win with Kyle. And he looked pretty decent yesterday. He still looked quick.
Yeah. And did the Bears win this week or did they not play?
Bears played Thursday.
Did they win? I can't remember.
Yes. Now. Bears are 2-0 on Thursday nights.
That's a stat that's just like, all right. I don't even know what to do with that stat.
Champions of Thursday night football.
Thursday night champions. So that means the Bears helped and hurt themselves. So they hurt their own pick, but they helped that Panthers pick because they beat the Panthers. That's embarrassing. You go out there and get whooped on. You go out there and get whooped on by the team that has your pick.
Right.
That's ugly. It's nasty work.
Overreaction or reality? The Bengals are going to miss the playoffs. They have it as an overreaction.
Yeah, it's an overreaction.
I'm gonna be real with you. I think it could be a reality, and I don't think it's an overreaction. And this is why I say
because of the start.
We know they have the power. We know they have the power, and they become so much of a fan favorite that people want them to do things. People want them to be in last place right now and be the first seed because of what they have. They have a flashy quarterback. They have a crazy receiver. That's about it. You don't go crazy about the Bengals for anything else but those 2 guys. And this is why I feel like this is going to be a reality. They're in a spot where they don't want to. They fully don't want to be in a spot. And this is another team. You're going to gamble. This might be a better gamble than Indianapolis, but you're still gambling at the same time. Now you're under the 8 ball. So Joe Burrow kind of can't have no bad games, which he's not been having, but he can't afford to have a bad game because the moment he has a bad game and you're not stringing in the games where he's having good games, that can become an Achilles heel too. So I feel like overall, though, they can go out there and beat any team in the league, every given Sunday, they haven't been consistent. And that's a problem. You need Joe Burrow's games, absolutely. You count that in. But they should have sat him out those games properly instead of having him playing. But you couldn't. This is the type of games they gambling all season, dog. Gambling.
Here's why I think they're fine.
Okay.
I don't think anyone in that division's real. I don't. I think if you look at the Ravens, they got a nice record. They ain't playing no one to get that record. If you look at this guy, it's nothing impressive about who they beat. Same thing with the Bears. I mean, with the Browns, really. The Browns definitely, I don't believe in them. So
because of the offensive woes,
I think
the D is legit, but the offense is.
Defense is crazy, but how much are you going to ask this defense to carry you?
Yeah.
I mean, like I made this comparison a couple weeks ago already that they remind me of the Rex Grossman Bears. Like they having to do it all for this team. Yeah. And guess what? He's not Rex Grossman. He's getting paid like Brady. Like I don't understand. So yeah, it's a problem. They got a Cosby problem and they need to fix that.
the
Well,
Cosby
you
reference.
feel like no, because you got to realize. Okay, they can go on a streak. I mean, there's still time for a streak to be rolled by these guys.
Also, the
And like I
Bengals
said,
do it every year.
everybody loves them so much that people are not gonna not believe in them and give the faith away. That's cool.
It's that,
but
also the Bengals like to play. They're a second half team every year.
Reality bites, and soon enough, it's gonna happen to them. And it's not their fault. It's just nature. It's just nature. That's all.
It's the same shit we would say about the Vikings, where they're like they keep winning all these close games. Like, I keep playing with fire if you want to. Yeah,
exactly.
Not gonna win them games.
I don't like to play with fire instances on them, and I'm not hating on them this year. I feel like they definitely could make the playoffs, but then we got to start thinking like, it only gets tougher.
Yeah,
teams are gonna get tougher as the year goes on, keeps going. Hopefully they don't get softer, and that helps you if they get softer. But if they're playing hardcore,
yeah, they gotta get a little more healthy, and then I think from there we'll see what's really going on. But like I said, I don't believe in the Ravens or the Browns at this point. Not that I'm saying that.
On it, man.
What you mean?
You be on it.
Well, I appreciate you.
That's next.
Oh yeah,
Ravens can't be taken seriously as Super Bowl contenders.
Look at me. Look at me go. So the next Raven. Yeah, I don't know. They're not
Ravens.
Stop it. No.
Not the granddaddy. No.
Yeah. After yesterday, you're sitting here, but we kind of know like this is a team that just plays off like organizational growth and wealth, and they play hard as a team. But we kind of knew the makeup of this team when the season started. They don't have the flashiest team. They don't have the flash, and sometimes that shows that why they don't win games. They don't have those guys. And somebody was mentioning yesterday on the defensive side, but I was thinking we more on the offensive side. But hey, defense is correct too. They don't have a guy that's gonna send you home type deal on defense. They don't have that guy that's gonna bring you home on defense. They don't have a TJ Watt. They don't have a Myles Garrett. They don't have those guys. You know what I'm saying? And that may be the factor. You know what I'm saying? The offense. You're getting the Ravens to score 30-plus points. That's a real premium.
And that's not going to happen every week.
And that's not going to happen every week. Yeah. So in that game case right there, the defense, you know what I'm saying, they don't play their job, though they shouldn't be blamed. But at the end of the day, you get blamed because this is what happens.
He might have caught that. That's
touchdown. That's touchdown.
Yeah, he might have caught that.
That's touchdown there, man.
Sorry, to be happy to. Yo, the only thing I say though. The only thing I say is somebody might have to take their hat off because that toe for that first foot that was at the line, it might have been out at first and then he slid it back, but that makes him out of bounds in the end zone, which means you can't be. But we'll see how that
can't be the first one to touch the ball when you come back in.
But yeah, that's a great catch by Sutton if he gets it. Sorry about that. I agree. I agree too. They have a good team, but I don't think they have a great team, and I don't think they have a team where you can say they're a lock. And that's something that we talked about right at the beginning of the show. Not a lot of locks this year, if any. Not a lot of locks. Like
they got one way that they can win. When I think of the Ravens, I think of their game plan has to be clicking in order for them to win. They got to grind it out. They got to pound it. If they're not doing that, they're just an average team at best. Whereas other teams like Kansas City, if the pass not working, they're gonna hit you with the short run game. I mean, the short passes to help with the run game. And San Francisco's having struggles. They're gonna do pretty much the same thing or start hitting you with Kittle. They got different ways to beat you. Whereas with them, if Deshaun's not running for 50 yards or he's not hitting Andrews, they have nothing else.
Which it speaks to, I forget what team we were talking about this with, but it applies to them too. They have to stay on schedule in games. Because when they're off schedule in games, they lose those games. They're not a team that can figure it out on the fly. What they do has to work, like you said, and if it doesn't, it's trouble. It's trouble. So if they're not on schedule, which, by the way, that's a weird offense to stay on schedule with. Like, you basically just got to run it down, and if a team goes up on you, now what?
You can't generate enough explosive plays to make up
come back.
Because you're going to need possessions if you're down by many points.
So not only can you not come back in a lot of games, it's going to be hard for you to do that because of the way your offense is set up. but you giving up leads to the Browns.
Yeah.
So what was going to be the one thing we thought was going to be difficult for the Ravens to do going into Cleveland or facing Cleveland? Score, right? Yeah, exactly. Score touchdown. Except they did that part, and then they let Cosby beat them. You can't do that. So what I saw this week, I know it's a division game, and division games they know you. What I saw this week, added to the fact that they haven't played a lot of great teams. I ain't really buying what Ravens are selling right now. They got to change something.
I totally agree with that. Next up we have this one is kind of near and dear to I know two and I's heart for the obvious reason because of the hate for the team.
It's gonna be
Dennis Allen should be fired as Saints head coach. They have it down as a reality.
Yeah, why not? Removing a current Saints player from the team or Saints, and it makes sense because they're not good. So yeah, just go ahead, fire. Yeah, me and Lewis been talking about fire Allen for like 3 years now. So
he's one of those guys. He's better as a DC.
Or like 2 years. Yeah, he's not it.
He can be dealt.
He's a defensive guy, right? And their defense isn't even crazy. What are we doing?
Yeah. I mean,
there's no focus on the defense over there. And yeah, you lost to the Vikings yesterday. You're in a division where you have the easiest schedule, not only in the division, but you have the easiest schedule in the league. And basically the playoffs is not given to you on the silver platter, but projection-wise it is, and you still find ways to fuck it up.
I got a question for y'all that I don't even know if it's on the docket, but I'm going to throw one out there right quick.
Okay.
Calling the audible. Is Dobbs a starter next year?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Wow, I like this. I like that we got a very split answer.
No. He's not a starter unless there's a team in the league that doesn't find a QB that best suits them. Now you talk about like
he's on one right now. He's on that team right now because they're not going to resign Kirk. Yeah, Kirk's done there. They're not going to resign him. He just tore his Achilles.
Well, I'm gonna put it on the to be continued scale. I can't. No, and you know me, Will. Everybody in this chat right now.
When you said no, I was like, oh shit.
Like, I'm happy that he's getting this chance because he felt like he should have got the chance in Pittsburgh. So I'm not hating. I'm being honest about a guy that I rock with.
Yeah, you do.
I don't think so. But at the end of the day, I want people to realize and know that you can use this guy and he's talented.
Yeah.
And it sucks that this late in his career, he's getting the notoriety.
Hey, better late than never.
That's all I'm saying. I don't think so. I think honestly, these dumbasses will sign Kirk again.
Yo, do y'all know what this refers to? Did you see this shit?
Yeah, he's a genius.
Well, not just a genius, but he went.
He's an astronaut, right?
Had him in the whole, so like he was a whole, like yeah, that's true. Yo, my man doing the work out.
Nah, and you know what's crazy? I love it because this is another chapter of the journey of a backup quarterback, and we've had this for so many years now, consecutively now, where a backup QB comes in and does work.
Hold on. Yes, please. Anything over Mac, I will take that. No problem. Please.
You sound pretty adamant about that, man.
I would hope.
Playing.
But you be real. Bro. He could be a starter in the league next year. There might be a team looking to save money instead of trying to go all in on a quarterback. You know, and not lose the risk. So
it seemed like a joke, but I actually meant it. I think he's on that team already. The reason I say that is Kurt is gonna, especially with look, even though this is it's kind of true. Before he got hurt, Kurt was having MVP numbers. He was putting up numbers, okay? Even with Justin out, he was still balling with Addison. So look, with that being said, you're not gonna pay him again though. So Kirk's good enough that you're gonna have to pay him a lot. But he's old enough and just tore his Achilles, I think he's gone. Which means you looking for a quarterback and you have one on your roster who's gonna be cheap. He's not gonna cost not nearly as much as Kurt will. And he's balling. In a transition year at quarterback, I don't. Also, how do you turn around to that locker room and tell them we're not gonna resign this guy? I don't know how you.
No. You can go resign him. No. You can go resign him.
But will he start?
I don't think we have to start the QB1. I just think they're going to try to go get somebody efficient in the draft, or they'll sign Kirk back. I just have this bad feeling that they're going to sign him back for a 1 year test me. I just think so. But Dobbs will be right there because soon as Kirk fuck up, guess what happens? Dobbs is right there. But nah, man, shout out to the OG.
Hey, that's fair. She is. That's her team, and she says Kirk is so well liked by the players. Also, yeah, you might be right, Lewis and Bree. I'm not arguing.
But I love the Josh Dobbs love. I love it. I love the Dobbs love because he deserves this shit. And Minshew and Nick Foles, and I'm not Nick Foles. Nick Foles is Super Bowl champion. We won't compare him. But Minshew's getting love and all this extra shit. I mean, Josh Dobbs deserves the shit too. Shout out to Josh Dobbs.
Hey, I gotta admit, when I thought of that question, I thought it was gonna be, first of all, the answers were gonna be flipped. And I didn't think we'd get any juice out of that convo. Good shit.
You thought I was gonna say no?
I thought you would say no, and because that's Took. I know Took's man's already. Like, but yeah, so I'm glad that worked out. You know, I got a
Here's
good
why
team.
I say yes on it. Yeah, he's been on like 8 or 9 teams since he's been in the league, but it's always been in situations where I think he's been given an ample opportunity to compete. They got him out of Arizona because he was giving them a chance to win games that probably didn't want to win. Also, they knew that Kyler was ready to come back. They got to see what they have in Kyler in case they're up there again to see, even though they can't get out of their contract, but see what they have with Kyler. Now, here's my thing. What was Minnesota's record when they traded for Dobbs?
Minnesota was on the midst of, I think they was on the midst of a winning streak.
Were they?
Yeah, I think they was on the midst of a winning streak. Or they might have just lost after coming off like a 4-game winning streak. Let me double check that because they were winning.
I'm looking too.
They're winning games.
And the reason why I asked that is if they wasn't in a position, because Detroit was still doing anything, there really is probably not going to be a wild card that comes out of that division, more than likely. So if you don't think that you really got that much of a chance to win the division, why would you make that trade late in the season? You had a guy that was already there. Yeah, he got concussed in the first game. But why would you go out and get this other guy that has potential who just got traded right before the cutoff? So they saw something in him to want to bring him on their roster.
Definitely.
Yeah, basically their last loss before that was the Chiefs, and then they beat the Bears. They beat the Niners. They beat the Packers. They beat the Falcons. And they beat the Saints yesterday with him. Yeah, well.
And they beat the Falcons with him too. So he's 2-0. He's 2-0 as a starter. Right now, playoffs started, man. You would have to holler at the Minnesota Vikings, man. They right now are, continuing to hold out. Now the next thing is for them is does Jefferson come back?
Oh,
when is he due back?
So he was already due back, I think, either this week or next week.
He was due back 2 weeks ago. But then they said something they was going to step back all week. So I thought he would be back this week, but hopefully next week he'll be back.
Yeah, I only said that he started this last game.
No. I understand that. 1-0 as a starter, we're picking him 2-0 as a starter. Because how long did it take that QB to get hurt?
He had
no runs in, nothing. He was hurt.
He started real quick. He played most of that game. We're gonna give it to him as 2-0.
It's like a pitcher in baseball. If you got the lead, if you get the lead back, you're the winner. You win that game.
I like that. So
we're gonna go for the bag. The good guys, man. Josh Dobbs 2-0. Shout out to my man.
Also, the Cardinals had to put Kyler back in because I think they're gonna shop him. I don't know when they're gonna be able to make that move because we've already gone over his contracts. It's ugly, but I think they're showing. They put him out there to show him. Look, hey guys, he's healthy.
Yeah,
he can still play football.
Hold on. Listen to this. This will be the craziest scenario.
Switch.
Kyler gets scouted and potentially traded. How about if he's traded to Minnesota?
4 Dobbs. It get real crazy if he gets traded 4 Dobbs. Yeah, that'd be funny. If they sign and trade Dobbs, that'd be nuts. Anywho, yeah. It's fun.
Kyler, man.
That
was a good one.
Steelers are a playoff team. Overreacting to reality. They have
that whole division is weird as hell. And no,
the Steelers have done this to us before, and even in a better state where they were a better team.
I like this. Kyler's going to a failing franchise like the Saints. I can see that happening. I can see that.
I don't see the Pittsburgh Steelers as a playoff team, but they're like I said, man. They're a whole house organization. They're gonna do some proper things to keep their teams in games. If they lose games, then what it is, they still got some projects going on right now. But hey, they're playing with a lot of house money right now. But I don't think they play.
Y'all ready for this plot twist? Saints, not Saints. Plot twist. Steelers fire Canada, go to Thailand, get Kingsbury, trade for Kyler. Make him the offensive coordinator. With Kyler again.
I think the way all those receivers move in Pittsburgh, they need a guy like Kyler. Be real. The way all these receivers want the fame and want to move and move, I feel like they need a guy like that.
Right.
That's going to give them the attention. I mean, he's going to give himself the attention too with the Call of Duty shit. But, that won't be bad.
Steelers could make the playoffs, but they aren't winning a game. Terrible defense, terrible offense, and have beat terrible teams. Also fire Stefanski. Yeah. Oh, crazy that Miami has the same record as Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Yeah, we won't even talk about that because we don't want James to come send for us.
Now, this one, I know this is going to set two go.
Let's get it.
Lions are the Eagles' biggest threat in the NFC.
Of course they are.
Nope. You know who the Lions' biggest threat is?
You better not say the Niners or the Cowboys.
A team that's trying to get over. Is the Eagles ain't trying to get over because the Eagles got over last year. I think it's one of the other two teams, honestly. Based off the script, and that's the only reason I'm saying that, it might be the 49ers or it might be the Cowboys. That might be their threat. And it might be the team that they have to play to overcome what they overcome, man. But shout out to the Lions, man. Great win yesterday on the road. They continue to win.
Absolutely. Nah, I don't buy that.
49ers are getting healthy. Debo's back now.
Yeah.
So they help balance out that offense with him and McCaffrey. So they're getting healthy again. Trent Williams is back out there mauling people.
Making people run
away. Motherfuckers are running.
Run away.
Making full-blown business decisions on the fly.
The biggest threat is Josh Dobbs and the Vikings. Let's go.
Oh, get it.
Let's go.
Next up, Falcons should go back to Desmond Ridder at quarterback. They have it as an overreaction.
What do you have to lose? You might as well. I don't understand this Heineke thing because the Heineke thing is them trying to win the division. I understand that, I guess. Trying to win the division, thinking that they have a chance to win that, which is fine because the division isn't great. It's been horrible for the last 3-4 years. So I guess try to win it. But I don't understand why you wouldn't just try to figure out even more what Ridder can do and give him more snaps. Like Taylor Heineke's not your future. And maybe Ridder isn't either, but you might as well just play him. Go with Ridder.
It doesn't matter who the hell they go with because this is a smell down Tank Lane to me. You know what I'm saying? And it should be a smell for Tank Lane for them. They're not satisfied with what their QB is. They gonna need one next year. And after the money you spent last year on guys to make this team better, you're not going to spend no extra money on no free agents. Yeah. Nah. Falcons, you got B. John and all them. Great first season, I guess. But yeah, tank Falcons. And if I guess Ridder's the guy for you to tank, put him in. That's what's gonna happen.
Also, this part so much. Arthur Smith gotta go. I like him. He's a likable guy at certain levels, but the truth is you got all them. He got talent everywhere. Yo, the dude had the nerve to say, like, they brought it up on some interview, and they were just like, yeah, people are out there with signs saying throw to Pitts, throw to Drake, London, and use Bijan. And he's like, well, we draw up a game plan and we try, but they take him away from. It's your job as a coach to put them in spots where they can't be taken away. What are you talking about? How do you go on live television and say, well, they take him away? You just say, well, I suck. I'm not a good coach. Just get him
he's definitely done there because they came out with the statement, I think either yesterday or today, that he's going to finish the season. If they come out and say that, which means we ain't going to fire him yet.
Yeah, well, saying you're going to finish the season is like, wait, there was a possibility that I wouldn't. So, yeah.
Hold on. Y'all think he's finishing the season?
Yeah, of course.
Hold on. The day after Turkey Day, his ass is grass.
Oh, you think he's going Black
I think
Friday?
he's fired the week after the week of Thanksgiving. I think it's fired after the game in 2 weeks.
Friday out this motherfucker.
Yeah, hell yeah. There's a Black Friday firing, and it sounds good right now. The chicken in the oven. His ass is grass.
That's wild. He said
Hey,
Black Friday's on his ass.
Him, Juan Rivera, get the motherfuckers out on Black Friday. I don't want to see none of them motherfuckers no more.
My man gonna get an early jump on shopping, is what you saying, huh? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Get you your plasma.
Yeah, go ahead. Go get you a big screen, bro. Like, you got the time.
Next up, we got in the MVP odds. You got who's your favorite right now, too?
My favorite right now, QB. I'm gonna say if it's a QB right now, I'm gonna have to say Jalen. It's Jalen Hurts. I say Jalen.
He's second at a plus 350.
It's still Mahomes until it's not Mahomes.
He's
I don't care
first
what
at
his
a
numbers
plus
are.
300.
Yeah, thank you.
800.
Yeah, 300.
So your top five, obviously Mahomes and Hurts. Lamar Jackson is third. Tua is fourth, and Burrow is fifth. Huh.
Yeah.
See,
You know, can't win them all.
Stroud.
I think in all, I feel like there should be a receiver in the mix,
Hell no.
but they're not gonna put a receiver in the mix.
Yeah,
Browns should be. Well, he's cooled off last couple of weeks, but Brown was doing his thing.
No, if you want a receiver in the mix, look no further than the star. What you mean? Y'all better get your shit together. The man had back to back 10.
Hold on.
Games.
I'm trying to be humble, man.
Right now.
On this show, you
balling.
What's wrong with you?
He ain't the MVP calling though, man.
You forget who your running mate is with the Cowboy. Ain't no humble on this side. My man,
He ain't the MVP ballot though. He got to continue to keep this up. If he's keeping this up until next year, at this point, he'll be on the ballot.
He's 25 yards away from his third consecutive 1,000-yard season. Now, there's a lot of people saying that when he got cut, he got let go. I mean, when Cooper got let go, is he really a wide receiver one? I think he arrived this year. When he came out a couple of weeks ago and he kind of called out the play calling, give me the rock. Not in a way to say I want to be the diva wide receiver, but if we want a chance to win, you got to get me involved in it. And since that, he's been on a tear.
There's much less proven wideouts calling for the ball like that. Nah, he did it right.
CeeDee Lamb, Barry.
And then he stepped out and then showed out. So, yeah, I like what he's doing, man. I ain't. He doing good, man.
Far as the non-running back, the non-quarterbacks, you got McCaffrey is favored at number 6 at a plus 1,800. And then Tyreek Hill is at spot number 11 at a plus 4,000. The same odds as Dak has and Trevor Lawrence. AJ Brown is a plus 7,500. So he must have cooled down.
Yeah, he didn't do exactly.
And then
what
defense got Mike.
And they dropped him down that deep down after that game against Dallas.
It's a look at you. That's a nice little nod for your Cowboys without really.
No, not even. But I don't expect a big nod like that for him to drop like that. Like, damn, he still had a good game.
Nah, no way.
Not after that loss he just took.
Hell no.
My man had a bye week, came out late in egg. Nah, he can't be in there. He can't be the MVP conversation right now.
It wasn't. Hey, every day that you had a bad game, I'm saying it's not Urban's fault.
Bye week, it will go up after this week. What you mean?
What? AJ Brown?
Also, who is it? Is this person talking? I don't know. I'm gonna move.
Shout out to Facebook.
Who that?
That's Barry Cohen.
Oh, what up, Barry?
Man, fuck you, Barry.
What?
I say that personally. I don't like you, but thank you for commenting on the show. He know that too.
harassing our viewers. This is great. Hey, he took it in stride. That's good shit. He took it in stride.
You know,
Two go over here like it's funny, but it ain't. Two like it's funny, but it ain't.
So we're gonna take our first break for tonight. We be back in about 15-20. Appreciate you hanging out with the parlay on the play call sheet. Be right back, folks.
That was good with the people. It's Montreal McNeander, NFL linebacker for the Cleveland Browns and Grambling alumni. I had to come through today. Give a special shout out to my dudes over at STWF Media, the big brand, where you can talk sports with the other NFL players, fans in their Facebook community. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go get them boys a shout out. Go check out their page. And I promise you, man, you're gonna love everything that you hear and enjoy it.
Yeah, y'all clowning today, boy.
He still hating his Cowboy. Now, Jerry problem is like you ever had somebody where you be like, I love you so much it hurts. Yeah, that's Jerry problem. He love the Cowboys so much it hurts them. He needs to chill out.
He's squeezing the life out of him. I don't want to let you go. Y'all leave Mr. Burns alone.
Yeah, I don't know. Mr. Burns get all the smoke.
Hey, after tonight's show, Chris might be more well liked. Tell you that.
Chris.
But Chris, man, want to say condolences. I know you've been around social media a lot this week, man. With the passing you got, my condolences go out, to him and his family, and you as well.
Shout out to you, Chris, man. Hold your head, man.
And we're going to get Chris a do-rag. We discovered that for Christmas. We're going to get Chris a do-rag. Chris said he's never worn a do-rag, so we're going to send him a do-rag.
What?
Yeah, something got to change.
Hold up. Stop the presses.
Yeah, this is a whole thing that came up.
He likes some chocolate.
He do.
He got a little soul to him. He ain't never wore a do-rag.
Nah.
Hold on, we're gonna get him a how to get a black girl kit. We got him.
We had this whole call where it's hilarious.
Yes, Chris. Your do-rag will be in the next month. Let me know what color you want.
And I think it was his best friend, Cicero, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, that's rough, man.
Real talk, man. Definitely, man. My condolences go out, man. You're a good guy. Know he was a good guy, And this show dedicated to your mans tonight, man. Next couple segments, for you and your man, you're gonna let it fly here on the Playcall sheet.
Let's get it.
That part. So, anybody watching the college football this weekend?
Yes, I did. Watched a few games. I snagged into the Washington game against Utah.
Yeah,
great one.
Man.
Got a glimpse of the Michigan game during the early part of the day, just because of the controversy that was going on. And I actually watched them at the same time, Alabama and Kentucky. So I caught those games, and I caught a little bit of the Colorado game. Not in and out, but a few of the games I caught. Everything else is kind of like glimpses and stuff like that.
So right now, as it stands, let me get it pulled up here. So we take a look at the top 10. So it's been pretty consistent. At least the top 7 or 8 over the last 3 weeks, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So got Ohio State at number 1, Georgia 2, Michigan 3, Florida State 4, Washington 5, Oregon 6, Texas 7, Alabama 8, Ole Miss 9, and Penn State 10.
And hold on, we're going to pause for a second because I got to address something right here. Hey.
Yes, sir.
Chris, I'll assume you're just trolling or having a little fun. That's cool. We can do that. What I will tell you is this, though. Anybody who was riding with Dion, it had nothing to do with what their record was going to be. It had nothing to do. We want to see him succeed because we like what he brings to the table. We like how he works with his team and with his players. We like that he did the thing that he did in the SWAC, even though Unc hates that shit. But we still respected it. And I'm sure Jackson State respected it when he was putting them on the map. And bam, then he moved on to Colorado, brought his kid, brought all those players. the way he boosts his team up, it has nothing to do. Wins or losses for this season aren't really relevant. Now,
Wins or losses are not relevant, but that's not the way they approached it. I mean, nobody should approach the football season that way. But to the cake where everybody's, like you said, they're gonna have a bandwagon. Dion is the bandwagon. Dion is swag, and whatever you want to put with the S and the W. So he carries that. Yeah. He brings that element to the college football game. You know what I'm saying? And what he's done up to the ranks, to fight the ranks, to go up and up and up. Hey, that's what people do. You got to appreciate stuff like this, even if it's 3-7 and haven't won in a month and a half. So what?
And like he said I like what he does, but how many Colorado fans? Look, I get it. If you're a true college football fan and you already have your team, then you looking at guys like, oh, you a bandwagon fan. Here's you gotta look at it this way though. It's still good for college football. He bringing more eyes to the game. So, but I feel you. I get it. If you talk about the bandwagon people, nobody likes bandwagon people.
Absolutely.
I'm not a Colorado fan. I'm a Prime fan though, for sure. Always have it.
I'm a Prime fan, and even though Prime is from Florida, we claim him as a Texas boy because
he exudes it
the whole time he's been here. His kids are from here. I saw what he did at the Pee Wee level, the select football level, the high school level. I see everything that he did here.
You talking about Shador?
I'm talking about him and his dad.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, bet. Yeah.
I've been watching Shador and Shiloh play since they were Pee Wee football players.
That's so dope.
We played against them a couple of times, so I'm very familiar with the kids.
Were those wins or losses? Be honest.
One we got thumped, and the other one we tied. But we talking about his team, Prime's teams. But hey, it is what it is.
What happened was his prime time came down in a Range Rover with.
But for me, it has nothing to do with. I'm not a Colorado fan. I like that he's shaking it up because to me, college football. That's why we don't have a playoff system at the D1 level. Because it's too many peers in there that don't want to change anything, and they have no choice but to change. You got kids getting paid now. Yeah. The transfer portal is lit, even though they're trying to change the rules on it. But how many times does a coach come to your child's home, recruit you, say I'm going to be here for you? I mean, I can see if he gets fired, then I get it. But there's times when coaches move on to other universities. That kid, and they try to tell the kid, well, you go for education. No, he went because that coach's personality was sold to him. It was something about that in culture that coach established that drew that kid to that program. Because you can go anywhere and get an education.
It's funny you said that. I would have quoted an exact line from White Chocolate, Jason Williams. I know it's a different sport and everything, but it applies because it's still college. He was on a podcast that I was watching today. It came out like 6 days ago, Flagrant. And he was just like, we go for the coach. He's like, when the last time you heard a college kid win a game and or get drafted and be like, man, I went to the University of Miami for the philosophy coach, the philosophy teacher, Mr. Bingham. Like no, bro. Like no one goes for teachers or that school. Like they go there for the coach. Every now and then you may get a kid who goes for the campus experience, and that kid's probably going to fail because he's going to go to too many parties. That kid's probably Johnny Manziel. That's who that is. Like,
yep.
Yeah,
great call out.
Right. And yeah, they go for the coaches, man. And with that being said, that man Dion gonna get some more players. Although, did you see the thing? Now that we're talking about Dion, did you see the recent thing?
2025 recruit?
That's rough. That's rough. The five-star receiver.
Yeah. He said
I don't know if he's gonna be there.
He opened again, yeah. And that's valid. I get that. And that's how the guys should approach it. Those kids should do what's in their best interest. 100%. Because guess what? A lot of times you can go to school, get your degree, whatever the case may be. I work around people every day that went to school for something other than what they're doing for a career.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So to try to say, go get your education, this, and that, no. They're there because of the possibility that they may have a chance to go to the next level, to get that generational wealth that is going to set their family up. Just like people go into the freaking 7-Eleven and buy the scratch-off tickets, they're finna hit.
Yeah.
That's that kid's lottery ticket. He's trying to
Yeah.
scratch that lottery ticket to see if he hits.
So I like this comment by Bree. It's the coach and the coach/program. Then it's playing opportunity. You don't want to go if they have a blue chip sophomore starter. I will agree to a certain extent. There's teams like Georgia, Alabama, Florida in its heyday. There's certain teams that fly in the face of that. Even though I actually do agree with you, Bree, there is teams that fly in the face of that because they're so good. They're such powerhouses that guys just be like, whoever's next up, don't worry about it. You just come here, you redshirt for a year, and then you're going to be one of the stars of this team, you know? So, yeah, but I agree. If you want to play right away, you might not go to certain teams if you're not going to play right away. So,
yeah, case in point also,
great point.
I saw a report today. They're saying that Ewers might be coming back next year for UT.
The way things are shaking out,
because there's so many QBs coming out this year.
So many QBs coming out. And so many bad teams that really need a QB. And also, if you're Ewers, sure, you could look at Stroud and be like, ooh, okay, maybe I end up in a situation like that. But you're more likely to end up in a situation like Fields or Bryce Young. That's what you're more likely to get at the top of that draft. So, yeah, it's just, didn't Shador say the same thing, basically? And Caleb's like, I only want to play for this team, this team, this team. All right.
Yep.
I advise against that as a scrambling QB. I tell you that right now, because you're lining yourself up to not be in that draft next year either.
That's true.
Yeah, man.
So,
hey.
I'm sorry, we didn't answer his question.
No. We good. We need to get to those points anyway because we don't really talk. We don't really hoover the streamlines with prime talk anyway. So, hey, that's probably our first prime really talk this season.
So he said, "Do you think Georgia Bulldogs?"
Will winning? Came on.
Wait, because what happened?
That's the first prime talk since you came on board with us.
Right. Oh yeah. Because you know.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I had to kick the door down with the prime talk. Yeah, that's funny. Man, yeah, he was still at Jackson State then. That's wild.
Chris, man, the Georgia Bulldogs look like the prime team, man. They look like the prime team that's not going to lose. But the way these rankings are staying the same, y'all know what's going to happen. It got to shake. It got to shake one more good time or two more good times. I'm going to say it shakes one more good time. I don't know when that is. It's going to shake.
But is it with Georgia, though? So
it's not with Georgia. Georgia ain't going to shake shit. It's going to be the other three teams down the bottom that's going to shake the shit up.
I will say that I think Georgia has, for a number one team in the country, I will say that their schedule isn't crazy, but it's still an SEC schedule and undefeated. So with that being said,
so here's real quick.
I'm a Georgia Tech fan. Hey, every time you say Georgia this, I ask you the same thing. Are y'all going to throw a forward pass in this decade? I just want to know.
So Georgia just, let me see, they beat Tennessee Martin, Ball State, South Carolina, University of Alabama, Birmingham, Auburn, Kentucky, Vanderbilt, Florida, Missouri, Ole Miss, and they play Tennessee this week. And they got Georgia Tech and finish up with Alabama.
I got to be honest, that Ole Miss win might be the only one that I'm like, because like even my Gators aren't showing up. It's not looking good for my Gators. It's not looking good for South Carolina, really. So, like, yeah. Look, your point, Chris. It got legs. It got legs for sure. I think you're onto something. But it is still SEC though. So, like, even though it's not ranked teams, they still facing NFL players regular basis, except for that.
Right, and this is another strategy for them too. Another strategy of not you don't have to schedule teams on your schedule. Like your top team coming into the season, all you gotta do is maintain that if you're Georgia because you
not lose. All you do is not lose.
Yeah. All you gotta do is not lose and not schedule anybody that you think gonna beat you. And that's some of these teams.
That's why Alabama's been so great this long. They always start in the top 3 or 4 every year. They don't lose. Then first guess what? They finish in the top 3 or 4. And then a kid sees that. I want to go there. They finish here and there. And guess what? That opens up the factory. and you start getting the players. That's why we need a playoff system, a complete playoff system in big time football.
So you really gonna just ride into the sunset with Tuke on this, huh? How many playoff games y'all won? How many playoff games y'all won? Tell me.
Who?
Y'all, both of y'all.
Then how does shit get to this?
Because somehow when we talk college football, it always gets back to it. Like we always end up back.
Hey! I'm saying this is good. It's good strategy by Georgia. It's good strategy.
You don't even
maybe Florida State. Hey, it's good strategy by them to not play nobody. It's good strategy by Michigan not to play nobody. You see what happened to Ohio State? Them playing people almost had them in a hole, but it was luckily enough to win. And I guess Florida State is kind of just been surviving.
Florida
the rest
State
of the season, all the rest of the teams down the bottom have went through a gauntlet this season. And
hey, Chris, you good, man. Like, hey, now and then you get some things like we like, oh, but like overall, man, you solid, Chris. We good with you. We good.
Like
Florida State.
Put the do-rag on, Kip.
You know who they play this week?
I almost killed two.
North Alabama.
You said Georgia, Alabama?
North Alabama. That's who Florida State plays this week.
Northern Alabama.
That's the Division II school.
Oh shit! See, hey,
they do this though.
They better win by 40 plus. If they don't win by 40 plus, they going down the ranking.
I don't understand when a team like Florida State does this. So when Alabama does this, it makes sense because the rest of their schedule is still SEC. But when a team like this does this, like that, I don't understand. Your schedule ain't crazy like that. Well, we'll see what happens though.
I think games should be flexed. I think these type of games here should be flexed. Like they should have to be playing. They have to play somebody else twice at least. They have to play a team in their division twice. This is no way that you're playing this subpar Division II school team close to the BCS playoff. This is crazy.
Yeah, that shouldn't be. If they're going to play a team like that, that should be early in the season.
Yeah, like warm it up. You should not be doing that at the end of your season. That's crazy.
Definitely not. Dang.
It's like, who's in the top four? Like, they in the top four, but who they just play? I don't even know. Like, you can't even. That's crazy.
Now, speaking of crap, speaking of crazy.
I think it's crap.
Speaking of coaches coming into your home and saying they're going to be there for your kid, but
where's this going?
Jimbo Fisher got axed this weekend.
Did he really?
Don't feel sorry for him. His buyout is $75 million.
$26,000 a day.
Wait, hold on. Please tell me. Wait, did you know about? He was ready. He was ready.
$26,581 a day this man will be receiving for the next who knows how many years.
That's a man who was either reading today or on ESPN.
I seen that shit. I read it. I said, why do schools continue to do this? You go hire somebody, you give them this X amount of dollars, and then you feel satisfied paying the motherfucker off the couch. Like, I understand you have to fire him and let him go because shit's hitting the fan, but damn, that money a lot, man.
Man, I can't.
Like these colleges got no debt for real, but they the first motherfucking school to put us in debt when we owe a couple of dollars to the college. That shit don't even make no sense to me.
Hey,
they should be in debt forever after this shit.
Why do you think they have the money to do that? Because there's like 36,000 people in debt to them over like 100K. They got bread, bro. They doing it.
And I mean, the only reason why they really got that money is because where they stature anyway in the leagues that they play in, man. Like that's crazy. $75 million.
Also, can I point out that the problem isn't how much they paid, and the problem isn't how much they're on the hook for now. It's who they gave it to. Like you should know better than to give that type of money to Jimbo Fisher. He has proven before that he can be some kind of a wild card at times, and also like you can't always trust him. He's a good coach, but not a great coach. So I just don't know why they paid him that much, and so now they on the hook for it. But I can't say shit because. In the background, you see a Boston Red Sox sign back there? Yeah, my Red Sox are still paying Manny Ramirez. So let's move forward.
Yeah. Shit.
What I don't like, it has nothing to do with race. It's more of the perception of it.
It keeps getting the
67 games. Jimbo Fisher was 43-24. Kevin Sumlin was 45-22. That's crazy because they ran Kevin Sumlin out of there. But Jimbo, he just got that contract extension this past offseason, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly.
And then they immediately turn around and cut him. You think the story is going to come out?
I've been hearing a couple of rumblings. We'll talk about it off air.
Oh, that sounds like a chop up after hours topic. Maybe we'll see. What happens.
Yeah. It's a couple of rumors, a couple of groups that I'm in where they they follow the local college scene and stuff.
My man was fighting some cheeks.
Probably they always.
No, I don't know. It wasn't nothing like that. It's just the way the program was headed. They gave him pretty much an open checkbook. You saw year after year after year where they had like top 5, top 4 recruiting classes, and they've done nothing with it. He's made some crucial mistakes at the quarterback position. I think the last,
Who's his quarterback right now?
Right now, I am not familiar because I don't watch A&M football at all.
You hate them. That shit's funny.
Yeah, if it ain't UT, I'm not watching it. If it got to do with Texas football, but yeah. But shout out to the young men who signed up. I know one of them is a family friend. Him and his mom said this doesn't change anything, and his mom's in a group, by the way. It doesn't change anything that it has to do. As far as they're concerned, they know he can get out because he's only orally committed. But at the same time, they know they have options, so they can either stay or that. They're going to weigh all the options that they have, which I would advise all people to do because you don't know who the next coach is going to be coming.
Right. I just read something. Johnny Manziel offers to help Texas A&M with head coach search after Jimbo Fisher firing.
Is that true news?
The Bleacher Report said it that he said that he would say he would help.
Shit. No.
It's like why would
he has been on campus a lot lately, like doing like Goodwill type stuff.
Look, I want the guy
to stay relevant.
I wish the best for him, but at the same time, because you're the pinnacle of decision making. It's like, That's perfect. That's perfect.
We got our own drops in this bitch.
And I think honestly, man, I think Texas A&M is focused on the basketball wave more than the football wave right now,
which is in itself,
and that you know the program's in trouble.
It's in trouble. Exactly.
They're about to. UT is coming to the SEC. If you know anything about robberies, the A&M UT robbery, that damages families. That's how intense it gets. And it's about to kick back up for the first time in like 12 or 13 years.
Hatfields versus the McCoys? Is that
Hatfields versus McCoys, baby? It's to that level.
I can dig it. Not everybody get that reference, but it's just crazy.
But especially with the SEC, that game can decide where the top recruits from the state are going to go.
Yeah.
So that's how intense how much intensity is around that game. But yeah, we're gonna see.
And it's a quick update for you guys. 15-8, Denver Broncos over the Bills going into halftime.
Just back to back.
A couple of guys picked Denver this week.
Who picked Denver?
Two of them are on this broadcast tonight.
Motherfuckers.
Who picked Denver?
I did.
Y'all picked Denver?
Yeah.
Let's go, bro. Let's ride, baby. Let's ride.
Can't take y'all nowhere.
Next up, we got power rankings. We're gonna do top 5. You want to do top 5 or top 10?
10. We always do 10.
We do 10. We gonna cut it off in a few weeks, but 10's all right for right now. You know, T got a cutoff point when teams don't matter.
In a few weeks, we'll cut it to 6, where you still got like a relevant amount.
Yeah, we got to like week 13, week 14 to cut this. We got fun.
I'm with you.
Shout out to these guys here, man. Coming in at number 10, got the wifey's Houston, Texas.
And they're going to do everything they can to get themselves knocked off next week. Don't worry.
Reese.
Shout out to the Texans.
I don't like your attitude. I don't like your attitude, too.
Why? Nah. Shout out to the Texans, man. Well deserved, man. They should be number 9.
I think they should be over Jacksonville.
I agree. I was thinking the same thing.
Jacksonville is becoming Shittyville, and it's becoming not Urban Meyer's fault that they was the team that they was. This is just reality sometimes. Even if you got a guy in Trevor Lawrence who's the number 1 pick, you go get guys. Calvin Ridley looked like he's still gambling because where the fuck's he at? I haven't heard from him since they was in London against the Falcons.
Yeah, they gambled on him. What up, Maurice?
Shout out to you, Maurice. Been a minute.
Good fucking win yesterday. Good win, shutting those cheeseheads up in Green Bay.
Who's his team?
Steelers.
Okay, yeah, okay. Makes sense. He's in the Madden room, I think, too. Madden.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that room be
lit
all times of the night.
Yeah, like their schedule is off the wall, and also I don't like. I'm a humble player. Even if I'm winning, I'm humble. I don't do all the extra shit talking and Kyrie in there trying to my guy Kyrie in there trying to end people's careers. Like it's it's a whole.
Hold on. You let somebody play the game who played the game. That's not good. I don't want to play him at all.
No, I'm not even gonna stunt. It's not even like he's overwhelmingly good, but he just look. So there's when there's levels to the game and there's levels to real football, there's levels to shit talk too. And he different.
It can get in your head and cost you the game.
Yeah, he different, man. He different. Ugly win as usual. Hey, like a win is a win.
Dub is a dub at the end of it.
He said, "Hey, Steelers fan, kiss my foot."
I forgot that Steelers Bengals hate.
Yeah, they do not like each other.
Number 8, Miami Dolphins.
Good situation to be at in the bye. Good spot for them right now. They got to come back out the bye and not do what they did last year. Stay healthy. That's the main course first. Stay healthy, win games.
Yeah, their main problem is they haven't really beat anyone yet. If you look at their schedule, so
that's true.
A lot of that going around and no one's talking about it.
And they've been beat by somebody. Philadelphia put it on them.
Yeah, they did.
Number 7, our beloved Dallas Cowboys too.
Yeah, man. Number 7 is where they stay. Wasn't interested in the game yesterday. Wasn't surprised at the outcome. Wasn't happy or thrilled about it. But we just mentioned the Cowboys before the Miami Dolphins. These two teams are the true wild cards in each conference right now. Like literally the true wild cards.
Yeah, you don't get to move when you just beat down the Giants because everyone can beat down the Giants. Y'all really put it on them though, but you know.
These are the two wild cards right here, man. And I just feel like we're in a wild card type situation right now. We don't know what the fuck is going to happen.
We see the Bengals next week after we dust the Browns off again.
Coming in number 6, San Francisco 49ers. They ended the 3-game skid. Coming off the bye week.
And they ended my guy's streak. He tried. They gave him 4 plays in the goal line to try to get it at the end too. So I ain't mad at it. They didn't get him in there. But
my man was on a bye, man, chilling with his nice girl, touching something. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you didn't need your touchdown. They need the guy that's been hurt for the last month and a half to get a touchdown, or the WWE wrestler Kittle to get a touchdown. They need those guys.
Kittle went crazy. Especially in fantasy. He helped me.
We don't want this to happen. And then Kittle does not do nothing for the next 5 weeks. We don't want that. We want Kittle to continue to fucking kill.
Yo, so Kittle is the embodiment of what you described Cooks was going to be for y'all. Like, remember the shit you were saying about Cooks?
Yeah.
Like he'll have 4 moments in the season. Like, that's kind of what Kittle's whole year has been like. And that's kind of how it is with him. They need to feed him the ball more. I don't know why, but they make him a blocker too often.
They treat him like a wrestler sometimes. Like,
well, he acts like one, so
really like we needed him to really play like a wrestler, man. He's on one of my fantasy teams, man, and I've been winning on the radar in this league, but he has not done shit, and I just been keeping him in the lineup, you know, because I can go double tight end with him and Laporta. Yeah. So it's kind of kind of dope in that aspect. But
hold on. Speaking of fantasy teams, first of all, this man coach got like 40 teams. Second of all, he got Ferguson on damn near every one of them. I see.
Oh, you call me out like that, man?
funny. Like, that's crazy.
Hey, if it's one position I know in NFL, it's a tight end position, man. I can pick him.
That was funny when I
and Fergie's starting to cook. He's just starting to heat up, man.
My man put a screenshot like, look, Fergie cooking it. I'm like, yeah, for all 37 of your teams. I was like, holy shit. How do you have him everywhere? That's crazy.
Oh, shit. Number 5, Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, man, you went up to 1 and you dropped all the way down to 5. A reality check in a sense. But I just think it's a reality check in the sense that you don't have like a dynamite team, but you can't lose these games here. Every game is kind of like you got to take it. You can't give it away. In this situation with the way the Ravens team is constructed, you can't give away games. We always, every week, a lot of fans are like, damn, y'all going to lose probably anyway. But y'all win. Y'all got to keep winning these games and not give games up like y'all did yesterday. You know what I'm saying? To get the haters, you know, I won't mention the hater, but he ain't here tonight, you know, for him to start talking.
Wait, who? No, drop names. Who's that?
I don't know if his name's Garoppolo tonight or State Farm. But yeah. And then hold on. And then the Ravens play the Bengals this Thursday. Imagine if the Bengals beat the Ravens this Thursday. And mind you, he's been talking good about the Ravens. And I can only
pick Lamar. I think he's been.
And this is probably why Lamar's been sucking, because he's been fucking pinning the X on him.
He is a jinx.
Little B curse.
The little B curse. Remember that shit? That was a thing for way too long. Oh man, I forgot about that. So my problem with Baltimore, I've already stated in this podcast tonight that I just don't think they're real. I don't think they're beating on any really good teams. I also think that their defense is, you can figure that defense out. It's good, but you can figure that defense out. It's not like, I don't think it's like even though they put points up on the Browns, I think the Browns defense is better. I think the Niners defense is still better despite what they've gone through. I just don't like, also, this team is still, they went through all of this. New OC, signing Odell, drafting a rookie, did all this shit to be the same team. I don't understand. I don't understand why their goal is still to have Lamar do literally everything for them. It's crazy. It's like they paid him and now they're like, all right, now we're gonna run you into the ground. He's a coal miner now. Like, it's wild. I don't understand.
Next up, Cincinnati Bengals at number 4.
That's weird. Yeah, that's old. I don't want to say no, right? Like, because you could have just said no, right? Too. I don't want to say no, but I don't know that I agree.
Like I said, it's just the belief that everybody has. Like, this team is the team that's just gonna come out the dirt. What I mean, yeah, they deserve to be number 4. They lost to a great Texas team yesterday that's ranked. So I don't think it hurts their status a lot.
I think this is based on the fact that we always know that the Bengals are a second half team. That's what we know. They always do this. So, see what happens.
Number 3, the Detroit Lions.
Look at that. Would you look at that?
Everybody's Thanksgiving turkey about to be nasty as shit because the Lions are playing in their good team on fucking Thanksgiving. Oh man, this is about to be crazy. But no, shout out to the Lions, man. Continuing the course. Went to Los Angeles. They won a great game, man.
Hey, look, nothing but flowers for that man, Dan Campbell.
That part.
What he's doing is unbelievable.
Until he loses to Mike McCarthy in a donut. Then we talk about it.
Well, let me ask you this. You know what one of the rumors is about Dan Campbell?
What's that?
They've been saying that A&M may back up the Brinks truck to him.
No!
I mean,
he's a former Aggie.
Here's the thing, though.
He can go there. He can run his own program.
And he can do that
like he getting paid now.
And he can do that in 4 or 5 years after whoever they end up signing fails. What he needs to do is live out this dream of having the Lions actually be good. Like, that is outrageous. You forget he was a Lion as well. So I get that he was an Aggie, but he was a Lion as well. He played tight end for the Lions. He played for tight end on the Lions when they were the Lions that we all know.
What, over 16 Lions?
Those type of Lions, he was there. I don't know if he was on that 0-16 team, but he was on, trust me, look, they didn't do that just once. I mean, they did 0-16 once, but they had a couple of 1-15s as well. So, like, he has been with this franchise, and he is literally their savior right now. I can't imagine I would leave that. Even if it is my alma mater, I can't imagine I'd leave that for a college.
Yeah, leave, dog, leave. We don't want these Lions to be good.
Stop that. We want the Lions to be good. It's fun.
He started with the Giants in 99 to 2002. He was with Parcells from 03 to 05 in Dallas. He's with the Lions from 06 to 08, and he closed out with the Saints in 09.
Oh, 06, 08, he might have been on that team that didn't win a game.
I think
he definitely was. And then Orlovsky was doing the tiptoe out of bounds.
Yeah, moonwalking out of bounds. So look, he had his friend. He was on his franchise when it was as low as it could be, and then they gave him an opportunity to coach, and he got them out the mud. I don't know what he is the man in Detroit right now. Now I don't know how much weight that holds. It's Detroit, but he is the man in Detroit right now.
No, he is the primetime man right now in Detroit. Like it is prime right now.
It's
like
Eminem, Kid Rock, Dan Campbell. Like that's what Detroit's getting.
I can see that. He surpassed Barry Gordy.
Oh yeah. You passed Barry and Megatron because even though they were great, they ain't win.
Number 2, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, man.
That's the definition of ugly wins, but they win. So
Kansas City Chiefs, man. Number 2 until they aren't no more.
And when they aren't no more, they'll be number 1.
Probably, more than likely.
That's how they roll, man. Are y'all shocked? By the way, are y'all shocked that they didn't at the break try to go get a receiver? There was
no.
Really?
Because this is how dogs play. Like I like the way they just go in style. Like, hey, somebody's gonna have to beat us. Yeah. Hey, at the end of the day, you might lose, and then you go and you learn about the team and what you need. But hey, they don't gotta force nothing this year because, like I said, honestly, these motherfuckers playing with house money. They're playing with house money. Imagine if they lose this year at any point. They're just going to fucking rejuvenate and regroup next year. It's going to be scary as shit because they're a team right now that could fucking not tank but kind of rebuild, and they're not, and they're still winning games.
So hear me out. I will agree that it's house money, but it's also borrowed time because Kelsey's not getting younger, nor is Andy Reid. Mahomes will be there.
And if you don't trust him, if you don't trust Kelsey in terms of age, next year, Falcons, give us Kyle Pitts. Like, shit like that. Like, the Chiefs can do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I'm happy that they ain't really go force nothing, go trade draft picks, all this and that, because now you can use that as collateral.
So, Dale, I want to flip out on this point. But
shout out to Dale.
But I'm not, what up, Dale? But I'm not going to lie to you. It's close enough that I don't have the energy to make that argument against it. But I do think he's not equal. It's not equal. It's not equal. Equal is the hyperbole part of this. If you want to say that Josh Allen is in the Winston camp, I guess, but nah, not even that. Because, like, look what Winston's doing. Like, Winston was doing that when he ain't never thrown 30 picks, man. I don't even know. Like, I'll
say Josh Allen is not Jameis Winston.
30 for 30, man. Like,
because my man wasn't an athlete in an Uber car trying to get cheap fills when you're a fucking $1 million athlete.
Yeah.
You took that girl and got some tail anywhere. You go acting a fool. And this is where Jameis goes. I like Jameis. I like his game. But Jameis made his own bet, and now he's laying in this shit. Because he definitely could be still a starter in this game, putting in work, but his fucking early mistakes in life are the reason why he's not. And he asked him fucking back up for the Saints and come in when Derek Carr gets hurt.
So another reason why this comes up, I'm assuming this is just Dale being original. I'm not saying he's stealing this, but also this came up anyway because a couple people have been talking about how, like, the truth is Jameis has an amazing arm talent. He could throw the ball. all over the field, and he's still a good athlete. But the problem is in between his ears. I don't think Josh has that problem. Not nearly as bad anyway.
Somebody's pass can't be the pass when you're playing one of the most important positions in football. It can't. It can't be there. I'm sorry. And this is the reason why he's in the situation he's in. I
agree, Lewis. I think Josh Allen is over criticized this season for sure, but also I just think they need to run the damn ball. We've been saying it for 4 seasons. I feel like.
And I say that, and Jameis just made his own bed, literally. Like this was his. He was in a position to win, even if he wasn't winning on the field. He was in a position to win.
I agree.
You're a Heisman Trophy winner, and you're good. Like that doesn't mix in sometimes. When you're a Heisman Trophy winner, you don't have as much success in the pros. And you was doing that, and it took you to still crab lays and be in Ubers with crazy girls to be not mentioned with Josh Allen or whoever you're mentioning with. It is what it is, man.
All right. Hey. Now he's saying Allen is garbage, man. All right. So you must have him on your fantasy team. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. The thing about Josh Allen, like Will said, when you don't run the ball and you don't do the shit that you're supposed to do, Josh, after a while, this happens. Like you can't go year after year after year and getting away with the shit. And he's not getting away with it this year. And I'm not saying nothing. He should get blamed for this shit. Absolutely. But we're not going to put all the blame on Josh Allen. We're not.
You know who he's closer to? And I've said this. I've been saying this for a long time. Oh, fumble. For a long time, I've been saying about Josh Allen. He got a lot of Brett Favre in him. That's the problem. He just want to do it all. And he can do it all, but he shouldn't. He shouldn't do it all. He tried to make throws. He tried sometimes to make throws because he's trying to be a hero, and he turns the ball over at times. But he's still a legitimate.
Yeah, people. Hey, I'm saying they got the tape on him.
They got the tape
on him. They got the tape on man's Josh, dog.
I will say without Dable, it isn't looking as good, but I still think he's a lot better than like 80% of the quarterbacks in the league, even 90%.
If Josh Allen was available right now to play for the Saints fans will hover over.
That's the funny part. If he was available, they would climb over each other to sign him. So, you don't think so? Really?
I'm still thinking about the whole statement of him being over criticized.
Oh, okay.
He's getting what he should be. What he should get.
Really?
He should be. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He should be getting what he should be getting this season. He should be getting riff. He's the top guy at the top position, and you can't shake that. But you got to realize, though, as well, he's getting paid the crazy bag. And if you're paying any QB the crazy bag and shit ain't going well, you got to blame that guy. Because any other guy that's getting the bucks are getting blamed too. He ain't no different from Lamar Jackson in the blame department. When they don't win games, you blame Lamar. You don't win games, you blame Josh. Simple. Do they deserve it? Sometimes. Yeah, not all the time, but they deserve it.
I agree with Lewis here. He's getting the worth of his blame, but then definitely more than I think he's a little more than it needs to be.
I'm not. Fuck all that. Nah, I don't think so. This is what happens, man. When you're a pretty boy on the horsey riding and it's super clean. Shit. Hey, all dogs don't go to heaven, man.
I think it's bad coaching. I think there's some bad coaching going. That's funny, but I think there's some bad coaching going.
Hey, you can say it's bad coaching. You absolutely can say it's bad coaching. Overall, I just think shit just ran its course. It's time for something new. Not him, but something new around him.
Yeah, like a running back.
Or a new wide receiver.
Cook is actually good, but they need to use him more. They need to get, I don't know. It's like they don't know how to have a sophisticated run game. Like it's solid at times. I feel like they don't stick to it. And they just want to. I feel like they want to throw 50 times a game, and I just don't think that's the way you win football.
Can we just be real? At the end of the day, this is Buffalo we're talking about. This is the Bills we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? We took time to mention a non. I mean, their number. What number they are in the rankings? Are they even ranked?
Thurman Thomas ain't coming through that door. I know that.
They're not even ranked, are they? Was they even ranked?
Like in the top 10?
Not the top 10.
No, they're 5 and 4.
And this is why. This is the. And we could talk about. Oh, the Cowboys haven't won this and this long and all this and that. This team went to 4 Super Bowls and fucking lost. Is there any real hope that this team's gonna turn the shit around?
They rank number 11.
You had to make it about the Cowboys.
Well, that's why I was saying that the smoke he's getting, he deserved. Because Dak gets the same type of smoke. So why does he get a pass?
Actually, wait.
No. To be fair, Dak also gets a little too much like bullshit. He does. It's just more fun to do it because y'all are Cowboys fans. But like, he also gets a little.
I appreciate your honesty, brother.
I got no reason to lie to you, brother. we break bread. We break bread together. What am I lying to y'all for? That's crazy.
That's right. I love you guys, man. And we know who number one is.
You already know.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles wilding out.
But I will say,
we gave the goddamn game to these
motherfuckers. I'm not saying this because I ain't saying I'm a homer. If they lose to San Francisco, when they come here, Philly.
Eagles. Oh, yeah.
And they come here, then we got a chance to beat them. I think we will beat them here. Should have beat them last week.
They gave up we can't go back to 2 weeks ago. It's gonna make me upset, man. I'm trying to chill this week and just be deal with reality that we got to win in the win column. But in all, man, the Eagles, fucking Eagles, man. Somebody fucking kill the birds for us, or else we gonna do it. Nobody kills the birds. We gonna kill
us. For us. How about you do it?
We about to do it. We gonna do it.
We gonna do it.
I'm gonna put it on wax right now. We gonna kill the birds. We gonna do what motherfuckers couldn't do. We gonna kill the birds this season. We gonna kill the birds. Listen to that, man.
America's team versus America's bird.
See, right now, Philadelphia, they got a gauntlet that's coming up. They got Kansas City on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
They got Buffalo. They got San Francisco. They got Dallas, then Seattle. Next 5 games are against potentially playoff teams.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a fair point, too. He said also, turn on the game as if Mahomes didn't lose to this exact Denver team. Yeah, any given Sunday or Monday. It's true. That's a fair point.
It's definitely accessible, man. So like I said, man, we kind of predicted anyhow that this will be, a closer game. I also said a couple weeks ago that Denver probably will be one of these teams that can possibly try to flirt around.
Mouse in the house. Yeah. Mouse in the house.
I think it's a turnaround. This is a game right here that Denver needs to turn them around.
What up, Jake Lee?
Just do it, LaBouffe.
But yeah, man,
we're going to see.
It's about that time. Shout out to I'm guessing. I want to shout out.
Real quick.
Okay,
got to update.
Oh, yeah, do your thing. My fault, partner.
We got to update. Got to update picks real fast.
Ooh, that's right.
Since
Jake finally showed up.
Huh?
Since Jake decided to show up.
Right when Jake shows up. Yeah. So far, this week, you got, who was that? Two went 9-4. Will's gone 9-4.
And the Bills just went up.
I've gone
the Bills did not go up, nigga. It's 14-15, motherfucker.
It's 14-15. They about to kick the extra point, or maybe go for 2. I don't know if they're gonna do
they ain't going for 2. Russ still gonna win this game, dog.
Hold on. I love the belief in Russ.
I believe in Russ.
Hey. All my weeks been above 500, except for I think one really bad week. I don't remember what that week was.
Yeah, the first you had 2 bad weeks, Will.
Yeah,
you went week 1, you went 6-11. Week 7, you went 4-9.
I went 4-9 one time.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hold on.
But to your dismay, to your credit, you went 4-9. Jake went 4-9. I went 4-9 a week. 2 went 9-4. That's when he jumped up.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's a rough week.
So far this week, like I said, you got me, you two at 9-4. Jake's at 6-7. So far,
Oh, Jake.
Jake
Hold on.
he started out fast.
He did.
He's
Maybe that's
84
like
and
Jake.
65 so far. Will, you're 87 and 62. I'm 90 and 59, and Took is 91 and 58.
This motherfucking Took is winning. I'm out of here.
Hey yo! Sometimes it just takes a chess move or something. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Hey, everybody, holla at my pitch this week. You go with millions.
It definitely rhymes with what you did. It's a guess move, not a chess move.
It is a guess move. It is. I'm trying to go off the percentages. I'm really trying this season, man. Trying to really go off the bachelor, like, this team lost last week. Oh yeah, maybe they'll win. Shit like that. Get
This
around.
your expert. This your expert.
What's my expertise right now? I'll tell about it.
That's fun. Man.
And we spoke up a little bit earlier today about on the show about Jefferson. It looked like he's gonna be become active against the game they have against Denver on Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
He won't play though.
He playing. Yes, he is. He playing. My man playing. They're gonna play the Broncos. That's coming off a high. Broncos gonna feel like they got playoff aspirations. Oh yeah, Josh Dawes versus Russell Wilson. It's gonna be the game of the week. I'm telling you right now, Broncos is gonna be the game of the week.
I don't think they need him to beat the Broncos, even though whatever's happening right now. But I don't think they need him to beat the Broncos. That boy,
shout out to with his low key hate because the Saints playing so bad, so he still gotta take his shots.
What is going on?
This is the group photo now.
Every time my man's doing it, my man's making it look easy. My man's making it look easy, man.
Hey, look, he got time on his hands because he ain't watching football.
Not Drake, Drock.
Yeah, Drock. Yeah,
and you know what's real funny about this?
What's that?
Dale's still on here, right? Dale, you one of the good Saints fans, brother.
Yeah,
but
you one of the good ones.
all that hype they was doing, what they talking about with Dobbs and the Cards beat Dallas. How'd it go yesterday for you? Same guy.
Y'all got beat by
Bring it
Dobby.
around town. No such good thing as a Saints fan.
And I picked the Saints in my goddamn pick 'em. I knew I shouldn't have picked them motherfuckers. The Saints. I picked the Saints in my pick 'em. I shouldn't have picked them motherfuckers.
Sending Minnesota love to the Saints. Tough day, but hey, you got
They just own the Saints, man. They've
been beating the fucking Saints ass for the last decade.
You know what? Ever since Bounty Gate, they've been whooping their ass.
Yeah, that's true. When they try to murder Brett Favre live on television. Holy shit. Yeah, I was locked down when I was locked down and watched that. I didn't get to watch it. The catch when Diggs scored. So just as a little too much information, but it's funny anyway. The CEO who was on the block that night, the CEO on my block, he was a Saints, a Minnesota fan. And they went down. He changed the channel. We had one TV, we were all watching it. They turned the game off after that. So we didn't even get to see the play. We didn't even get to see Diggs's play. I saw that when I got home on a replay. Like we didn't get to see the play.
He said 6 months later, I see it when I got home.
I heard it on the radio and immediately heard him lose it. Actually, no, I had to scream out, "Hey, yo!" And I told him, and then he went and watched it, and he lost his mind. They turned the TV back on, but it already happened. That shit was funny though. That was the year my Patriots lost to the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Damn shame. Second worst thing that happened to me that year.
Who you got for shout outs, fellas?
Me?
Oh,
y'all.
And
my shout out to y'all. 15-15 is the game right now.
I mean, okay, yeah, okay.
So my biggest shout out is to y'all, man. Y'all, it's fun working with y'all. We already know, we already talk about this shit all the time, but y'all make this shit so easy. just smooth. We just, first of all, 2 topics crazy today. Every one of these topics had juice to them, and we were able to slide in other things like we always do. So
hell of a job
topics
today,
too.
brother.
Yeah,
Salute.
way to work too. And then, Coach, you always keep us together and bring up even more topics, man. Shucks. True meaning of the name, Coach. You deserve it. So yeah, I appreciate you fellas, man. It's just been great, been fun. I feel like, and I had to say all that because it's true, obviously, but also I feel like lately I've just been taking jabs at y'all, not showing the love too. So let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to the happy family.
It makes us battle tested.
It does. I know. I get the troops ready, but also, I mean, troops.
Sometimes people don't realize sometimes jabs are needed.
Yeah, for sure.
And jabs are needed, even in the sense that you're paying attention all the time. But it just gives you the up, like I'm here, like I'm up, and I'm paying attention, and I'm ready for this because anything can happen on any given day, man. So yeah, man, all day, man. Keep on with the jabs, man. Keep on with the jabs. Shout out to everybody tuning in.
Don't get it confused. I wasn't saying I was gonna stop. I was just saying.
I said you better start right now.
There needs to be balance. Is all I'm saying.
Shout out to everybody, man, tuning in tonight, man. Real talk, you guys, first 2 on the list. Rocking it out on Monday night.
Love Breeze.
And though we didn't really talk about the game much tonight, we don't need to because we got our voices and we got a lot of topics in, a lot of discussion in that, guess what? They'll be doing tomorrow on your airwaves. We won't. So, you know what I'm saying? So respect to y'all. It is what it is, man. And we ain't pausing shit. You heard me?
And also, this game is not even worth talking about. At all.
I told you Monday night games don't even be interesting to me. So I would rather be on.
Sunday night's usually better, and then we got a trash game last night too. So rough.
Yeah, that game was fucking rugged last night. Rugged.
I didn't watch any of it. No, why?
I watched
That's my guy. Hey, yo, I like it. He said, Ill Will gives me so much shit that when anyone else does it, it just rolls off my shoulder now. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not patting my back. I told him that was gonna happen though. I told him, I'm like, I saw he used to get riled up by people, and I'm like, look, I'm gonna fix that, I promise. I was like, because I'm gonna put you in a spot where like these other dudes, you're gonna bury them because they're not built like how we built on this show. Like the average person you debate with can't do this. Can't get after people the way we do.
They gonna want to beat me up. Gonna want to do this and that. They can't beat me up, but they gonna want to try to.
Yeah, exactly. Or they gonna end up sounding stupid. But like I told him he was smart enough and knowledgeable enough that if he just rock with us, he was gonna start destroying anyone else he talked to. But here, Jake, there's a bad side that comes with that. Eventually, people are just gonna stop arguing with you, and you're only gonna have us. So remember that. So remember that part, because that
iron sharp as iron, baby.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to you fellas, man. We appreciate y'all. For everything y'all do, man. Y'all definitely make it a lot of fun. I actually look forward to when we do our shows. It's not like I gotta do a show tonight. It's like I gotta do a show tonight. So I definitely appreciate you guys. I rock with y'all. 2, your name came up again today. And yesterday, my people's at the tailgate. When your boy from the Northeast coming back down again.
I'm coming back up there. Hey, yo, I'm coming through, man. Back up there, man. I'm trying to hope for another Cowboys game, but if not, just to hang out with you guys, man. My guys in Texas, man, they love me over there. That's why I should move over there, man. You know what I'm saying? Got to get things in order, though, man. You know, but one thing I won't be.
What's that? One thing you want what?
One thing I won't be, though.
What?
I won't be Sammy Sosa. I won't be Sammy Sosa, but I'll be Tuquan down there, man. Shout out to you guys.
I say it every time. It's crazy that Sammy Sosa started off looking like Tuke and ended off looking like me.
Right, exactly.
But shout out to Chris, Bree, Chris Ballard, Lewis, Barry, Maurice, Dale, and Jake.
Yo, Barry came on tonight. He had a lot of balls coming on tonight. Shout out to Barry, though. Though I dislike him, I respect you in this cause that you're in the group, man. Shout out to your support, your unwavering support. Unc's the reason why he's still here, because I told Unc to kick his ass out.
I can attest to that. I was there when he said it.
I told Unc to kick his ass out, and I said, nah, you know what? I ain't gonna be petty like that, because I'm a petty motherfucker. But I ain't gonna be petty though. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love that he felt the need to double down on him too. Like he already told him, you ain't shit, but hey, but we appreciate it.
But we appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all tap in tomorrow for the chickity chopper when we do our damn thing. Much love. 2, take us out, baby.
Se me sosa.
Find this podcast and others on STWF TV, the Podcasting Network, wherever you get podcasts.